Hi students, how are you? I hope all of you will be healthy and safe. So student, today I'll start session 2 of unit 1. So in session 2 belongs to basically networking concepts. Okay. So first of all we'll discuss computer network. So what is computer network? A computer network is an interconnected group of independent computer or devices. Okay, if we connect two or more than two computers or devices, it makes a computer network. So in a network, computers can share the resources and information like text, images, video, music file, etc. among each other. That's why a computer network is created. Why? To share the resources and information. What do you mean by resources? Resources means any device. So let's take an example. Suppose I want to share the printer to many computers. I want to take the printout from single printer from many computers. So this is the example of resource sharing. Got it? Okay. Next you will learn the types of computer networks. Here computer networks is categorized according to the site. So there are various types of computer networks. Number 1, PAN, Personal Area Network. So it is a computer network that enables communication between computer devices near a person. Okay, the PANs can be wired such as USB, or they can be wireless such as infrared, Bluetooth, hotspot, etc. The range of PAN typically in a few meters, just like in a room. So if you connect your mobile, your laptop through hotspot or Bluetooth, it is an example of PAN, that is personal area network. Okay. So next type is LAN, local area network. So this network is bigger than PAN. So LAN is a network of connected devices that exist within a specific location, such as in homes, offices, educational institution or other areas. So its range is less than 1 kilometer. So LAN is larger than PAN. Okay. So next type of network is CAN, campus area network. CAN is a network of multiple interconnected LANs. It means in a CAN we have multiple LANs in a limited geographical area, such as in a university, in a large hospital, etc. A CAN is smaller than WAN or MAN, but it is larger than LAN because it is the collection of many LANs. A CAN is also known as the corporate area network also. Okay. Next type of network is MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. It is also a collection of multiple LANs. MAN covers a larger area than that of a LAN and a smaller area as compared to WAN. So size of metropolitan area is larger than LAN but is smaller than WAN. So cable TV network, local branches of bank in a city, etc. are the example of MAN, because the local branches of a bank are spread in a city, so it is an example of MAN. Okay. So next type of network is WAN, wide area network. WAN is the largest network. A WAN connects LANs and MANs together. So multiple LANs and multiple MANs makes a WAN. A WAN may be located throughout a country or even around the world. For example, your ATM facility, because the ATM facilities are available in the whole country, so it is the example of WAN. The internet connection is spread out all over the world, so it is the example of WAN. Okay. Now, when a single company owns and controls a WAN, it is known as enterprise networks. For example, of banking sector. So banking sector owns and controls a WAN all over the country, so it is the example of enterprise network. Okay. Student, next topic is networking topology. First of all, you should know what is topology. Topology means the physical and logical arrangement of different nodes. What do you mean by nodes? Different computers and devices are called nodes. Okay, a physical and logical arrangement of different nodes in a network is called topology. In simple words, the way of arranging computers to make a network is called topology. So network topology means the way of linking nodes with each other is called networking topology. Okay. Now next is types of networking topology. So how many types of networking topologies are? There are 4 types of networking topologies. Okay. First one is bus topology. Okay. Now, so you can see the diagram of bus topology. In bus topology, this is the single cable and all nodes are connected with this single cable. Okay. Now bus topology is a network type in which every computer and network device is connected to a single cable. Okay. Now when it has exactly 2 endpoints, this is the first endpoint and this is the second endpoint. Okay. It transmits data only in one direction, means the data will be transmitted either this direction or this direction. Okay. Every device is connected to a single cable. So here you can see all the devices are connected to the single cable. Okay. So what are the advantages of bus topology? It is cost effective. Why? Because you are using only single cable, that's why it is cost effective. Cable required is least compared to other networking topology. In comparison to other topology, we need least cable. Okay, that's why it is cost effective. Used in small networks and easy to expand joining 2 cables together. If you want to extend the network, so you can join the another cable to make the network large. Okay. So what are the disadvantages of bus topology? So cable fails, then whole network fails. You can see the whole network depends on this cable. If this cable fails, then whole network will automatically fail. Okay, this is the disadvantage of bus topology. If network traffic is heavy, cable has a limited length. Means in a single cable, if you connect multiple nodes, many nodes, then in this case it cannot handle the heavy traffic. So this is the another disadvantage of bus topology. Okay, it is slower in data transmission. You can see using the single cable, multiple nodes are transmitting the data. That's why the transmission speed is very slow. So this is the disadvantage of bus topology. Okay. So next topology is ring topology. Okay. In this topology, you can see there is a ring of the nodes, ring of the computer. That's why it is called ring topology. It is called ring topology because it forms a ring as each computer is connected to another computer. So one computer is connected to another computer with least one connected to the first. Okay, exactly 2 neighbors for each device. This computer is connected at least 2 computers. So all these systems are connected in a way that it makes a ring. So data transferred in a sequential manner, that is bit by bit, means the one system sends the data to this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. So data transmission is sequential, that is bit by bit. You know bit, binary digit, it is the smallest form of the data. Okay. Now the transmission is unidirectional. Unidirectional means only means one directional. If this system wants to send the data to this system, in this case, first of all data will go to this, then this, then this. Now when this node will receive the data, then transmission will be stopped. Okay. Now let's discuss about the advantage of ring topology. Transmission network is not affected by high traffic or by adding more nodes. Okay. by high traffic. If the data transmission is heavy, then it does not affect. Okay, now cheap to install and expand. Okay, it is very cheap. Now what are the disadvantages of ring topology? Adding or deleting the computers disturb the network activity. If you want to add a node, then the whole network will disturb, and the failure of one computer disturbs the whole network. As you see that in this ring, if you remove the one computer or one node, the whole network will fail. So all these are the disadvantages of ring topology. Okay, got it? So next topology is star topology. You can see in the figure it is looking like a star. So in this type of topology, all the computers are connected to a single hub through a cable. You can see all the nodes are connected to a hub. Okay, so this hub is the central node, and all other nodes are connected to the central node. So all other nodes are connected to the central node. So every node has its own dedicated connection to hub. So all nodes are connected to the hub. This system is not connected to this system. This system is connected to the hub directly. Okay, so let's discuss the advantage of star topology. Fast performance with few nodes and low network traffic. Okay, hub can be upgraded easily. You can upgrade the hub easily. Easy to set up and modify. So this topology is easy to set up and you can modify it easily. Only that node is affected which has failed. So in this topology, if this system is not working, you can remove it easily and the whole network will work smoothly. The rest of the nodes can work smoothly. So all these are the advantage of star topology. So disadvantage: expensive to use. This topology is expensive in comparison to other topologies. Okay, if the hub fails, then the whole network is stopped. As you can see, the whole network depends on hub. That's why if hub fails, the whole network will automatically fail. So all these are the disadvantage of star topology. Okay, got it? So next topology is tree topology. Okay, you can see in the figure it is looking like a tree. Okay, so it has a root node. It is the root node, and all other nodes are connected to it, forming a hierarchy. It is also called hierarchical topology. In hierarchical topology, there are three labels. This is the first label, second label, and third label. Okay, now used in wide area network. Okay, so what are the advantage of tree topology? Expansion of nodes is possible and easy. You can extend the node easily. Suppose that I have this hierarchy. I want to add one node more, then I can add it easily to this one, this one, or this one. Okay, now easily managed and maintained. Error detection is easily done. You can identify the corrupt system easily. For example, suppose this systems, these systems are not working. So it means this system has the problem. That's why error detection is easy. Okay. Now what are the disadvantages of tree topology? Heavily cabled. You can see a net of the cables is spread out. So this topology is heavily cabled, so it is costly. If more nodes are added, maintenance is difficult. Central hub fails. If central hub fails, means the network fails. So all these are the disadvantages of tree topology. Okay. So next and last type of topology is mesh topology. Okay. Now you can see the figure of mesh topology here. So all the nodes are connected to every node. So this system is connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these nodes, and this node is connected to all these 5 nodes. Okay, so network setup where each computer and network devices is interconnected with one another. It makes the mesh topology. It is a topology commonly used for wireless networks. Okay, so what are the advantage of mesh topology? A failure of one device does not cause a break in the network or transmission of data. As you can see, the one device is connected to another 5 devices. Another 5 devices to connected to each devices. So if the one system is failed, then other devices do not disturb. Okay, so adding additional device does not disturb data transmission between the other devices. Okay, now what are the disadvantage of mesh topology? The cost of implement is higher than other network topologies. You can see how much cable is spread out is here, so the cost of implementation is higher. Okay, building and maintenance of topology is difficult and time consuming. So this type of topology establishment takes a lot of time, and maintaining of this type of topology is difficult. So students, enough for this session. We will continue in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day. Be healthy, be safe. Okay.